Welcome back to the Sucker Free News podcast. Yes, sir, we back in the middle of the playoffs. I'm Talley, aka Loose Views. You already know. Back. And to my right is
Kev, man, what's going on? Second free hoops on the gram. We back, man. Playoff time. Got some guys listen to the
yeah,
but they in spirit.
yeah, like it. You know, life happens. But we back, bro. Let's get straight into it, bro. It's playoff time, bro. The first round came and went. We weren't here for that, but it came and went. So let's just get a quick recap of that before we get into the content of what's going on right now.
We'll break down.
So, let's start off with the most surprising first round series to me, at least. The Celtics and the Sixers. Celtics got upset. But I do want to preface this with saying that they were up 3-1. And they blew the first 3-1 lead in Boston Celtics franchise history. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum did that. Give more than Jaylen Brown, I guess. But the question to lead off the Celtics topic is what went wrong for the Celtics? What do you say is the main contributing factor to them squandering a 3-1 lead?
Everybody think they Golden State, man. You know, I like my guy Steph Curry. I gotta go here, but they are taking full advantage of living down by the three. Multiple games. What was we put it in the chat? I forgot. What 3 games in a row? What they went?
It was 3 games in a row where they shot under 30% from three.
And I'm pretty sure if you go back, those 3 games they lost in a row, they probably took 40 plus threes. I didn't watch. I think it was the first game they lost. No, they split, right? They split the first 2.
Yeah.
Then they
won
3. They won 3. Yeah, they first lost.
They split the
second loss. I mean,
the Celtics won the first one. Sixers won the second, and then Celtics won the next 2 after that.
Yeah, so
then the Sixers came back in.
The second loss, they shot 53s and only made like
they shot 27%.
They only made like 13 or like 14, something like that. I don't really remember too well how many they made. But yeah, their offense is they have 2 high power offense guys on the wing, same type of attack. Jason Tatum can probably go not throwing shade, but he can attack, go left, spin it back right, facilitate a little better. Jaylen Brown can get to the mid-range more, and he probably shoots more of the 3 than Tatum. But yeah, they go high pick and roll, he pick a wing, and if that big steps out,
they automatically kick it out to
3. And if he sags off, it's a walk him down 3 every time, though. And I just feel like as a coach, going to the playoffs where Joe Mazzulla is definitely, you can say he's experienced, right? When it comes to winning basketball.
Championship coach, right?
Bro, he's been 1, 2, 3 seeds since he got there, if I'm not mistaken. And it's like, you would like to see more of the nuances unlocked with that team they got, with a shooter and a combo guard and Derek White, with a floor space and paint Pritchard, and you got.
So now this brings me to a question, because I feel like Mazzulla didn't make a lot of adjustments when it came to like shooting the threes, especially when you see the threes not falling. You would think, because even us when we see the threes not falling, our first thought is let's attack the basket and try to get something at the rim, something easier.
Right, like
to see Mazzulla not make those adjustments, I feel like I blame this series. I blame it on Mazzulla, the coaching staff, because I feel like you're supposed to make those adjustments and maximize Tatum and Brown without having to rely on the 3. Because I feel like before that.
I feel like
Jason Tatum and JB before Mazzulla was not. They did not spam 3s. Under Ime, they were not spamming 3s. No, am I wrong?
They weren't at all. It was definitely a lot of, if I'm being honest, it was a lot of high post, low post Jason Tatum, a lot of dunking spot Jaylen Brown's, target from the corner, not necessarily the wings.
So, I mean, when I look at the Boston Celtics and their issues, I chalk it up to Mazzulla and personnel. Because what if they had a reliable, creative, like a point guard that could create? What if they still have Drew Holiday?
Nah, but I feel like you can't really go that far because, bro, playing pitch can create, though.
He's not a point guard, though. He's not like a facilitator in that sense that I'm saying where we need somebody to set the table.
Take the ball
out of Jaylen Brown's hands, take the ball out of Jason Tatum's hands, and let that person set up the offense and set the table for everybody. Make life easier for the others.
They definitely needed one of those type of guards. But don't get me wrong, though, Derek White did only show up Game 7.
Yeah.
Like, it did kind of take all hell to break loose for them to lose to Philly.
Yeah.
Like, Embiid had a little resurgence 2 games in a row, you feel me? Maxey and UJ had their game.
That's the perfect transition because that leads me up to the next question with that series. What did the Sixers do right? And what positive takeaways can you take? I mean, Embiid played well and he showed up, but we know that's not sustainable for a long time.
I mean, I feel like, but against Boston, that was what they did right. I feel like they lived in doubt. Big fella, he put his body on the line.
Because big fella,
they played through him.
PG showed up.
PG did have two standout effective games.
Vintage throwback performances and that fantasy. And then Edgecombe. In these playoffs, you can't even tell.
The series over very well.
You can't even tell Edgecombe was a rookie at some point. At some moments in the playoffs. So
I agree. That first game, they definitely set tone.
Definitely, surprise us. But right now, we're in the second round. Fast forward to today, and they're down 2-0 against the Knicks. And right now, they're playing Game 3, and they're down. Was that 7 in the third quarter?
They're trying to
avoid a 3-0 deficit. But we'll talk about the Knicks in a little bit. We're going to move on to the next series of the first round as we go through our quick recap. The Nuggets. The Nuggets were also another upset. It wasn't a 3-1 deficit or a 3-1 comeback, but they were definitely upset. It's going into the playoffs. I had Denver beating Minnesota in 6 games. Instead, Denver lost in 6 games. No, or was it 4-5?
6-4-2, I think. Yep.
So, after watching that series, how do you, now in hindsight, how do you judge Jokic's performances? How do you judge his game now after watching that series? Because I will lie, you remember me, bro. I was a big Jokic supporter, big pushing the Jokic wave, but after watching that series, I will lie, I have a lot of new firm opinions about Jokic and his play style. First of all, I'll just get into it. First of all, he cannot defend for anything. He really cannot. I don't know if it's an effort thing, but he really does not defend at all. And Jaden McDaniels came out and said he can't guard. We're going to attack him every time, and that's what they did.
Yeah, that was scary.
But yeah, how do you feel about it?
If you ask me, I would go ahead and give the Frenchman some credit. I feel like he didn't let Jokic come in there and do Jokic's thing and shit with that. You feel me? Like, that kind of matters a lot coming from big fella. Because I was watching the games and he was playing terrible on offense. Yeah. Missing putbacks. Don't get me wrong. Like, that hurts. But being able to... If you want to say lock him up, I don't want to... No, he say...
Those first couple games, he definitely locked.
Well, he shot 8 for 21. Yes. Now for 17, 18.
And that also brings me to the fact that Jokic is great. Yes, Jokic can run the offense. But if his teammates are not hitting shots, we're usually used to seeing him take over and dominate and go for 40, go for 50. But with that Minnesota series, he usually likes to pick on the smaller defenders, I realize. He goes for the screen and roll, set screen.
It's much like LeBron, his attack of offense, very cerebral. You know how to control the game.
Minnesota wasn't giving him no room to really get a mismatch. Gobert, you know how Gobert is not good on the perimeter? They're letting Gobert guard him on the perimeter, and Gobert's keeping up.
And I feel like it's easy to do that when guys are not hitting shots. So now you putting faith in Rudy now go 1-on-1. He actually got you a bucket, man.
So now you got Cam Johnson. To go back to what you were saying, who's gonna be missed?
Yeah, MPJ will definitely be missed. His services were definitely required in that series.
So you got Peyton Watson. Peyton Watson is gone. He's missing.
He had a great end of the season service too. When Aaron first got hurt.
Remember when Jokic went out too? He was hooping too. Yeah. And then Aaron Gordon was hobbled throughout
the series.
Jamal very disappointed me. He didn't show up. But Jaden McDaniels had that.
Hey, they guys. I mean, if you
Jaden McDaniels had him in the torture chamber. He had him playing.
you can also say that too. Minnesota might just have the number. It's the second year in the season. They got a lot of
Yeah,
fit.
we're not even talking about the main takeaway from that series for me. I understand. 40 points off the bench.
I feel
He
like
won the best series. Ant wasn't there for 2 games.
that's only crazy because you know he's not on the scouting report, so you know he took full advantage of those minutes.
And the crazy part,
very fast.
and the crazy part about it is, they traded for him during the trade deadline. If you ask me, that might be the move to trade deadline. In retrospect, they traded for him. He pretty much won them, or played a huge part in them beating the Denver Nuggets, who they were not supposed to beat in the first round.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to be though. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Only because they won a game after Ant got hurt. It comes to take advantage of that. I mean, I thought that honestly was too.
But let's move on to the next series. And the last recap that we have from the first round, because the other series are pretty much foregone conclusions. We have the Lakers upsetting the Rockets. The main story from this whole series is the fact that, well, to me at least, it's the fact that a 41-year-old LeBron James, without the first and second option of his team, leading the team past the Rockets in the series. He's 41. So I'm not going to start this up today again. Bad. No, that.
I mean, that's just LeBron, no?
Go, man, he's 41, nigga. Like, what do you mean? He's 41, bro. He's not supposed to be beating the Rockets in the series at 41. Most 41-year-olds are sitting in the crib, feel me, watching TV. You know what I mean?
I was like Kevin Durant. Who's really the best
Kevin
player in
Durant
the
now
team?
40. I mean,
I'm saying like, in terms of like,
and that brings us to what is next for the Houston Rockets? Is Alperen Sengun and Amin Thompson and Jabari Smith a good core to build around? Did they jump the gun trading away Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks for KD?
I mean, I answer to you that right now. I'm only say yes because Kevin Durant, obviously, I feel like he's injury prone now. Like now, the injuries are starting to catch up because when he first got hurt,
Well, even when he did play, when he was healthy to play, he played well in the first half. That second half, they clamped him up. That team makes him look bad, bro. It looks like he can't handle a double. It looks like he can't read a double. It looks like he can't adjust.
I feel like that comes with play style. And then later, I feel like not if you go off the bone spur and the ankle, turning that corner on the double and picking the side doesn't become as easy as you feel me.
20 in the first half. Ankle wasn't bothering him now. Once the doubles came, that's when that shit started. All right. So that brings me back to the question: is Reed Shepard, Amin Thompson, Alperen Sengun, and Jabari Smith a good team to build around?
As a matter of fact, how you listen? I ain't lying. We gotta blame him here too. I feel like if we gonna put some blame on
Missoula?
Mazzulla, I feel like him definitely. There's no way. How I see it as like that series is where not to say we're on the same page, but you can to me from a basketball player standpoint, it looked like Kevin Durant. No, he wasn't deviating, but it looks like he's playing to where Ime is probably like, yo, we gotta make something happen, and then games going on as is in those chess match. JJ Redick's adjusted by sending a fast double every time Kaden gets above the 3-point line. So now, as a coach, you're supposed to take the ball out of your best player's hands. It's not like Kaden's supposed to even be facilitating overs. I'm not gonna say he's a superstar overs, but in terms of 5-on-5, as soon as you shouldn't even have to feed doing.
As soon as you see
that, let me get big
the ball in his
hands.
hands.
Come on, bro.
At the same time, they don't have a point guard. So who's gonna be the one to bring the ball down?
I feel like you got to believe in Thompson and Reed to be aggressive. At the end of the day,
top 12 the season didn't work. That's why
it didn't work. It didn't work.
And
you also know where it's not you also
know back to the question. Ben Thompson, Reed Shepard, Alperen Sengun, are they the guys you want to build your team around?
I feel like that's just not what
I say take out Sengun. If they would have kept Jalen Green, I feel like yes. Because Sengun is overrated. He is not as good as we all thought he was. He's not as good as I thought he was. He's not that good, bro.
I mean, he's not there. I'll be honest. He doesn't really move the needle for us. I'm being honest.
Let's close out the first round recap with a question. Kyle Buckstreet. Do you think KD is a locker room cancer? Everywhere he went, because he went to Phoenix. Him and Chris Paul didn't work out, so they got rid of Chris Paul. Then they wanted Bradley Beal. Shit didn't work out there. He left there. Brooklyn. Shit didn't work out there. I don't think that's his fault.
I think
Brooklyn's not his fault.
I think him going to Golden State showed his hand to everybody, not just in the NBA, but to all basketball, to all hoopers. He's the biggest elephant in the room, bro. Like, you know, if he's not happy, things are not gonna go well on this team out here. He's on the court with us. We gotta keep him happy. Not even towards giving him shots. It's a brand. This is a certain brand of basketball that he just either can or can't thrive in. And when he doesn't thrive in, he doesn't dig himself out of that offensive slump by just going gun ho. I feel like if he was to have that kind of play style, it wouldn't look like that. But because him going to Golden State, him showing his hand, and him making that, it was like a switch. Not in terms of his game, but the mentality of being this type of scorer he is. I feel like Golden State really brought something out of him in terms of that IQ, offensive attack. Like, you feel me? So I wouldn't say cancer, but definitely an elephant in the room for a coach.
All right. So now I'm gonna leave you out with that question: is KD a locker room cancer, or is he like not good for a team, or is he incapable of being a leader on the court? Ask that question. But let's segue into present day. Second round. We got the Knicks versus the Sixers. Right now the Knicks are up 2-0 against the Sixers, and the Knicks. Let's just get into our Knicks tangent.
You watching them right now? It's kind of back and forth. See-saw game, kind of.
The Knicks surprised me, bro. I'm gonna lie, like, you already know I'm your residential Knicks hater. I don't really care for the Knicks, but
Yeah.
But
it's like a little stuffy.
Bro, the Knicks surprised me. They are looking like the best team in the Eastern Conference right now, right or wrong? The way they punched on Atlanta, the way they recently punched on the Sixers. Cat being more involved in the offense. Cat running the offense for a majority of the postseason run. OG has emerged. In my opinion, OG is the best player on the Knicks. I don't think he's Jalen Brunson. Any of you guys who are super Jalen Brunson fans?
You might get some pushback for that, bro.
I've been getting pushback at work. I have coworkers that hates me for what I'm saying, but I think OG is the best player on the team. He's your best defender. He's your best perimeter defender. He's your best defender, period, right? And then you add to the fact that he's been averaging 29 in the playoffs, bro.
Who?
OG?
No, just no.
I mean, wow. He was averaging 29 against the Hawks.
Damn.
But he's their second leading scorer, averaging 21 a game right now. Brunson's averaging 24 or some shit.
I feel like he's definitely the X factor. Yeah, I won't even say that.
Or he's averaging 20.
He's better than Cat too.
I think he's better. I think he's the best player on the team. I think Cat is the most important player on the team. Jalen Brunson is the best scorer on the team. Cat is the most important player on the team. OG is the best player.
Valuable. OG is the value, you think?
Who?
OG?
Nah, he's the best player. Because he's the best player on both sides. I mean, he brings both sides at a high level. Bro, during these playoffs, I don't know if you've been watching things, he's been looking like a Kawhi reject. Like, he's been looking like a Kawhi. Like, not as offensively polished, but he's getting his own buckets. He's catching and shooting. He's getting the ball at the elbow, rip through, drive. He's getting to the elbow, pull up. Like, he's getting to a bucket, bro.
So I feel like he's a high IQ basketball player.
I think he's he has the experience, bro. He was on those Raptors teams.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
LeBron, he was on the other side of that, bro. He knows.
I feel like he has a view on the game that most casual viewers just not thinking about because of that.
And another thing I want to talk about is how you see a shift in how the Knicks are playing compared to how things were going throughout the season. Because now Mike Brown finally took him long enough, but now he's made Cat an integral piece of the offense, which is something we've been asking him to do all season. Because when Mark Jerome pulled up here, I asked Mark Jerome, I was like, yo, whose job is it to get Cat more involved in the offense? Is it Brunson's or is it Mike Brown's? And he pretty much said it's Mike Brown's. It's the coach's problem. It's the coach's job. So, I'm not a Knicks fan. I don't care, but like about time.
I definitely agree with you. To piggyback off that, because I feel like pressure makes dollars, bro. They face some little adversity against Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like
that shit made them
made
the team look better. That's why sometimes adversity helps. Which I'm gonna end us off the Philly Knicks portion of this with this, bro. We already know the Knicks. Who do you got winning the series? That's the first thing, the projection. Who do you got winning the series?
What I'm looking at?
in how many games? Because Knicks are up 2-0. Game 3 is going on right now. You say Knicks and what? Or is the Sixers going to do another miraculous comeback?
No, I don't think Embiid body holds up, and he's their only shot against this team right now. I go Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6. I'll go Knicks.
So Embiid body holds up to 7.
I'll go Knicks in 5. They're just way better than this team. I think, in my opinion.
So they got the same roster. I feel like
because Maxey could get his, but with no Embiid, he's gassed at the end of the game, and then when Embiid is there, it's a little too late for him to get going because he takes his shots in the fourth. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, definitely.
He gets the majority of it. Like, he takes over in the second half.
And the game gets slow for him. He can't really run him up.
Exactly. Like, when Embiid is not there, he's gunning early, but he's gassed by the end of the game, which we saw in game 2. So, I got the Knicks in 5, bro. You know, they're going to the conference finals again 2 years in a row. Good for y'all. But you know how we talked about adversity helping the Knicks get better? Let's move on to another team out in the Eastern Conference. 2 teams. The Pistons and the Cavs. The Pistons, we didn't talk about this, but the Pistons were down 3-1 in the first round. Everybody I thought it was over. I thought they were done. They fought back, took it to Game 7 and won in convincing fashion. And, hey, AJ, VJ, thank you. But
yeah, with a crazy still Game 6 too.
But now,
oh my God, again.
But now they're up 2-0 against the Cavs after being down 3-1 in the first round. A complete flip. And if you watch the way they played from those first 4 games of the first round to now, it's a totally different team, which goes back to what you said, adversity, helping the team get better during the postseason. And I feel like the postseason is the only time of year where you can see the improvement of a team like this.
In one game.
One
adjustment.
Where versus throughout the season, you see the improvement weekly, monthly. No, you see this in a week, one day, one game. So, how are you feeling about the Pistons? How do you feel about the Pistons in general? Kate is a star, but we know that. How do you feel about what you're seeing from them now versus what you seen from them earlier?
What's going on?
Nah, he just got dunked on again.
Dunk big, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, Mitchell Robinson dunked on him again?
Oh, Lord. Big fella. Oh, Elvis. I'm gonna file. Okay. Not this time. He was still going up, too. He don't foul. You get him right there. So
I thought he dunked on him. But, yeah, what were you saying about Pistons and how they're playing now compared to where they were in the first round? Well, the first 4 games of the first round, at least.
That first round, they definitely proved that they are a solid, I want to say, team because K's injury, what was it, like 12 games he missed, or how many games he missed?
12 and 10,
somewhere around there. They had to, adjust to that to keep the number 1 seed. They kept the number 1 seed, and they had to play the Magic where if you ask me, I feel like head up, toe to toe, that Magic roster healthy kind of got them beat a little bit in terms of talent wise and production. When you talk about the individual guys, you feel me? So I feel like what contributed to them being down 3-1 was I'm keeping it 1 K's injury. I feel like not to where he was lesser than what he was before, but it takes games to get back into that rhythm just as a basketball player, and I feel like Magic gave him too many games to catch his rhythm. And Game 6, it showed Paolo and K were at the peak of their powers. They showed the world that I feel like they both 2 studs, bro. They both show that they franchise guys. They don't care about missing shots. They don't care about turning the ball over. They're gonna put the team on their back, and I feel like if you were watching, both guys put up historical numbers for their franchises. Paolo's second most points in playoff history, and K became number 1.
Yeah.
I think Paolo had 45, K had 46, and even the game came down to I think it was down 6. Paolo hit a 3, cut a 3, and then get a turnover, court timeout. Questionable decision. They go to Desmond Bain for a little pin down to the corner where I feel like you go back to your star break history, get a game and a series. But nonetheless, I honestly feel like that series legit could have went either way. I'm gonna be honest with you, but Cade, they gave Cade too many games to be a star, and I feel like that's what won that playoff series. I feel like what a series. That was my favorite series in the playoffs for sure.
Sticking to Cade, bro. Cade is like the game of basketball is very cerebral, and if
You don't get credit for it, right?
You don't get the credit for how he approaches the game because those first 4 games,
he analyzes time and score and pace at a high level for like players today. You know, a lot
the
of
first 4 games
is tough.
That series, that first round series. If you watched it, he was settling for a lot of jump shots and trying to get his first. You know what I mean? He was trying to get his.
Literally trying to get back into the game. Like he was trying to get back into that team.
Trying to get his guys acclimated. And then you see a shift where he's not hunting for a shot until the 4th quarter when he knows he has to take over. And now he's looking to set up Jalen Durant. He's making an effort to get the ball to Tobias Harris.
Oh my God, so Tobias Harris, he been moving every game.
Who just emerged this postseason. He emerged this postseason out of nowhere. He's getting the ball to Duncan Robinson. He's trying to get the Janoris Jenkins. He's trying to get the ball to his guys.
No, you know what's funny? Oh my God, I didn't even know who that was. Like, not to say it like that, but I didn't even think that was going to be a thing for them when K was. So I'm thinking they about to go down. It would be over.
He's hooping.
He's hoping, bro.
So now you fast forward that to today, where they're up 2-0 on the Cavs, which is we're about to talk about the Cavs right now. It's just a segue. Yesterday I'm watching that game too, and Cade has 13 and 10 going into the 4th quarter. 13 points and 10 assists. You know he scored 20?
20. He finished 23 actually.
Yeah. 13.
Hit a big 3, put them on 5. It was up like 2. Teams like back and forth game, hit a big 3 like 1 minute left.
Scored 10 points in that 4th quarter to send them home. Now let's segue to the Cavs, man. Another year, another letdown. Everybody is high on them all throughout the regular season. Like I always say, I don't trust them. Get to the regular season, we see who they really are. And the main problem with the Cavs playoff run this year is James Harden, the guy they traded for. How you feel about Harden?
He's gambling addict.
Oh.
That's the only explanation, bro. He gotta be fun to fan, though.
Bro, I wish KG was here, bro.
Nah, for real, though, bro. Shout out KD,
that's your guy, bro. And I watched that game yesterday.
The
Cavs looked better with Dennis Schroeder on the floor versus James Harden. It was so bad that
all the guys accountable, being the leader, all the time. Like, he's really, like, Dennis Schroeder, I mean, like, you feel me? Yeah. I was agreeing with what you're saying, like.
Bro, it's so bad that whoever James Harden is switching on, I seen a tweet yesterday. That was like, nah, every time Cade sees Harden, he's fooled. I said, no. Everybody that see Harden is fooled. To be honest, Tobias is getting the ball. And Tobias is killing.
He plays D though. He slides some defense. Yeah. He slides a little bit.
He was getting fried by Tobias.
He's dead though. It's not like he's like not in the equation.
Tobias shifted it. Cross. Loader.
6'9". Yeah, he a little.
He shifted it. Listen, Harden. You've built a reputation of doing this. Again this season, the D-Wade versus James Harden debate arose. And I was a dumbass.
Oh,
my dumbass.
I blame Pat Bev.
My fucking dumbass.
Shout out Pat Bev. It's his fault.
My fucking dumbass said that James Harden is better because he changed the game of basketball offensively. No, bro. Dwayne Wade is a better basketball player than you, James Harden. You habitually come to the playoffs and fall short. Habitually. I am telling you. I feel bad for Donovan Mitchell because when the Cavs traded for you, he probably thought, yeah, I got another guy with me.
Got a guy with me.
A guy. You're just a guy.
Right, come on.
You're not a guy. You're just a guy.
He's supposed to be a guy.
You're supposed to be a guy.
A guy. He's insane.
You're just
what he's doing.
You're just a guy. You're a Jack. We wanted you to be a guy. You're just another guy. You're not even like, come on. Donovan Mitchell. I won't lie. After they
shot your ball, Demons got on respect, bro. I can't lie.
No shout outs. I gotta be fair. I gotta be fair with the criticism. After y'all lose the series, because they will lose the series, it's just a matter of how many games. I hope they don't get swept.
How fast?
Or how, yeah. After they lose the series, we gotta talk about Donovan Mitchell. He's never made it out of the second round.
Yeah, but bro, nah, he got my respect, bro. I can't lie to you, bro. Only because now it's evident that like
Evan Mobley,
his team gotta be better, bro. His team gotta play better, bro.
Evan Mobley,
his game don't waver, bro. He shows up every night, bro. Plays the same way, same shots, play defense, take accountability.
If we
I respect him.
If we moving Devin Booker out of top 15 conversations.
I like people.
Yeah, but I'm saying if that's what's going on, D Mitch, he gotta get moved somewhere too, bro. That's just what it is. It has to happen.
But I feel
Evan Mobley,
he's 28 this year.
I seen Kevin Perkins say Evan Mobley has Wemby potential. Shut your dumb ass up. He does not have no fucking Wemby potential. Evan Mobley is one of the most overrated players in the league, in my opinion. He's not as good as they make him seem. That Cavaliers-Raptors series, that went to 7 games, and it wasn't supposed to go to 7 games.
Hey, B.I. sat down. Game 7.
Shout out to Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes separated himself from Evan Mobley. So those Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes talks, forget about it. Scotty Barnes is better than Evan Mobley. By a lot. Right? Evan Mobley's overrated. Get that out the way. You guys traded away a 25-year-old for a 36-year-old. The 36-year-old is selling you. You guys are better off for not trading.
I feel like Scotty Barnes is always better than him, though.
No, I mean, people... No.
Like, he's always been... Like,
people are really high on Evan Mobley. Higher than they are on Scotty Barnes. No.
Evan Mobley, to me, is just like the AD.
He's not.
But at the offense. He can go 1-5 for sure. It's just, you don't got that presence. You don't got the...
Look, the Cavs have a lot of fake... Like, after they...
Scotty Barnes is top. That way Scotty Barnes. He played... I feel like I never really have. I think...
He has point forward potential.
That's what I'm saying.
He has Giannis. He has like
he could tap into it maybe.
No, I don't know if you watched that series. He was hooping. Scotty Barnes was bugging, bro. Shout out Scotty Barnes and Cleveland. After this, I don't know what y'all gonna do. Donovan Mitchell right there.
Second, we gotta think about it. And their best players is too bigs, bro. They don't gonna be so good. Their best players is too bigs.
And you know what's crazy?
Harden supposed to be the second best player. He's not, bro. That's kind of crazy, bro.
You know what's crazy?
It's insane, bro.
The craziest part about it is, you know they promised Harden an extension. You know that's why he went there.
No, that's why he went there, bro.
So now what?
You mean tell me
you're gonna pay him after this?
Bro, what kills me is that's what I'm saying. That's my point. If he getting into the whole trade,
that's why
he wasn't playing. He wasn't even playing this brand of basketball on the Clippers. That's what throws me off. It's like, all right, you're not showing up, all that. But it's not like you going out there living and dying being James Harden, bro. You literally...
being passive.
You being passive, bro. And it's like, you're not a young player. I can understand...
More field goals.
You've been to the playoffs forever.
More turnovers.
Like, come on, bro.
Field goals made. More turnovers than field goals made. And you know it's...
And I don't want to say all the cliche, all the injuries, the hamstring, the leg, the speed, the first step, the no mid-range game. But, bro, it's like, how many shots you're not going to take at this point?
And bro, were you watching that?
I get it. Yes.
Did you see the turnovers he was getting?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
he's gambling. Like, back to just like, he got, like...
That's like,
he had one turnover where it was like, bro...
He gets cut off, he turns his back, and he just automatically looks over the defense. Off the rim, though, you're looking over. And I ain't gonna lie, like, Thompson... Cade, bro, not to say they're the greatest defenders, but bro, these are not little guards, bro. They get to that look over and that little hand dribble, bro. Not to say they ripping him, but that takes away talent to shot like when you, especially when all you want to do is make plays.
When all you want to do is pass.
That's crazy, bro. He's not. It's like not to say he's being. I mean, he is being passive, but he is taking shots. I just feel like the turnovers he's getting.
The Harden I seen yesterday
looked like bro.
The Harden I seen yesterday looked like he was scared of the ball. And I don't know how he's scared of the moment if you've been in this moment many times. But
every time, what do you mean? You never not.
Hindsight is 2020, bro. When he was coming at Daryl Morey, calling Daryl Morey a liar, Daryl Morey promised him a bag. Daryl Morey seen the
bullshit like that. It's fucking God.
No way. No way.
This fucking guy. Are you kidding me?
Clippers seen what he did in the postseason. Extension talks came around. Guaranteed money talks came around. He said, "I need that money." We said, "Whoa! We need to see you do something better this year." He said, "Oh, I'm out of here," because he knew he wasn't going to do better.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Shout out, Steve Ballmer, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Only because like you had Harden and PG, and you still have Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
So it's not like But he was living it down with these guys. Like, for real. Like, really, though. Like, he's really putting all his money on them, for real.
Shout out to him. I think he's stupid for that.
How stupid can you be, bro? You the second team at LA, you the Clippers. You need star power. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not like he didn't have it, bro. Yeah, hashtag, though. Yeah, James Harden, brother. I'm not, no hate, no nothing, but like, bro, this is not the series to be passing the ball, man. Like, it's not the series, bro.
That's the question for today.
You want to see you and him and D Mitch should be fighting over who's taking the next shot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
D Mitch is going up.
D Mitch is not. He's not wasting no
time. You get to say D Mitch every game.
Every game,
make
bro.
Make a shot for him.
No, nah.
Let's move on to.
Why is he in the stands? He's not playing.
Let's move on to. Let's move on to the Western Conference. We got the Spurs. You know how I get. Spurs versus Wolves. They tied 1-1. They play game 3 today after this game. What you saying about that series? I feel like that's an interesting series right there. For the Spurs to drop game 1 and lose home court advantage and then bounce back with a 38-point victory the next game. That's going to be, because Ed is a dog. Ed hate losing, so I want to see how they bounce back, how the Timberwolves bounce back today at home versus the Spurs. But at the same time, the Spurs also are dogs themselves.
I was just saying, like,
they understand the gravity of this moment. You go up 2-1, you take away their home court advantage, and now you have an opportunity to go up 3-1 in Minnesota. It's a lot of youth. Or go back home tied 2-2.
It's a lot of youth out there too. Like, it's a lot of like things you really can't really judge.
And we want to talk about. Remember how we was just talking about how in the playoffs you see adjustments immediately? Compare game 1 Spurs to game 2 Spurs. Wemby shot terribly game 1. I mean, he had a historic game, most blocks in the playoff game at 12. He played great defensively.
Yo, bro,
but De'Aaron Fox.
His first 3 versus that game blocks.
De'Aaron Fox played terribly that game. Second game yesterday, he played great. They all played great. They had 7 players in double figures.
You might not like this, but the same reason why Wemby may not be the MVP is the same reason why the Spurs not win a I mean, I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say win a championship. They have a chance.
I'm going on.
They do have a chance, but what makes them so hard to watch film and beat and scout.
He's willing to give up
every game. Is that that's what I'm saying? Like, it's like
that game.
It's not an on and off switch because he's always in kill.
You know who stood out to me that game too? It wasn't De'Aaron. His job. That's what.
Brian.
It wasn't. It was Champagne.
I feel like Ryan
5-3, dude.
That's what he do is just shoot though. I feel like
but I'm saying. You have Steph Castle doing what he do, get his shit. And his threes was falling in that game. You got Dylan Hartwell off the bench doing what he do. You got Devin Vassell, who hit a crazy shot. You see the jump, no dip. The jump before the cat, he jumped, caught the ball, and shot it, no dip.
You know how comfortable as a, I don't want to say shooter, but just in terms of like being able to make shots and like an in-game shot maker, like. Well, you know for a fact.
It's like that. The wherewithal to even know shot clock running down. I don't even have time to catch the ball with my feet on the ground. Set. Because usually players go for the no dip. They catch it and they just. He jumps. I mean,
you tell you practice that shot, dude.
But
that's all I seen.
Let's move on from the Spurs and the step. I mean, the only thing going against the Spurs before we move on from the Spurs, the only thing going against them is their youth and experience. But time and time again, they've bounced back when they face some adversity. They haven't faced much yet. But they've always. I feel like
this. I feel like, if I'm being honest, this is probably the most adversity they're gonna get.
A whole lot of this, and it's perfect that they're matching up against the Timberwolves before. Let's say, because I think they're gonna win the series. But for me, before they match up against OKC, this is the challenge that they need. I
feel like not even Nathan. I feel like it's really Wemby. I feel like if Wemby can get through this series against, for me, Gobert, who's like literally the prototype that can only really stop him. It's gonna allow him to be part of his game, just like it's been doing for every other superstar we've been seeing that faces adversity.
Because even after game one, when they asked him what went wrong, he said everything that. He said some funny philosophical shit. He said some shit like
everything that can go wrong went wrong.
He said if everything was different, everything would be different. And then he came out and everything was different. Shout out to Lundy, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to. Like, that team is hard to watch film on and do real scout report.
But at the same time, Minnesota did manage to make Jokic look like this. So I'm expecting them to come out game 3 with a different mentality. And on top of that, I think Finch, their coach, he's a great coach. He makes adjustments. He's really good at adjustments. And I have a newfound respect for him, especially after Ant went down against the Nuggets. And we all thought the Nuggets would come back down from being 3-1. And he coached Jaden McDaniels did his thing, but coaching definitely played a part. You know what I mean? Definitely played a part.
Against Denver. Yes. Oh, no, for sure.
So I think...
But I do also think I think they got the number though. And like Minnesota got too much film on them. They already
even in game 1, like when game 1 of the Spurs series, when this guy came back, bringing him off the bench, having him play the minutes that he played in the Spurs that he played them.
Oh my God, can I really say something? I watched that game too. Yo, bro, everything was literally going fine. Second quarter, bro, like. It's like
game 2 or game 1?
Game 2. No, the game they got smacked. Minnesota.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2 Island. They brought him off the bench. They brought him in at like 9. He played the whole 9. No, he played like 7. Sat the last 2 and then came in second quarter. When I tell you, bro, the Spurs coach sent it. Dogs at him.
They double him every time.
They were
doubling and trapping him every play.
It's much like beating good. Not like Harden, but like KD. When he's out there when there's no Conley and the Shannon and the Daniels and the Sumo, bro. Why are you not having anybody else bring the ball up? I watched them go on like a 17-2 run. Ant-Man's literally bringing the ball up, blitz, pass, get it back, blitz, pass, 3. Bang! Brick, come down, they hit a 3. He's walking the ball up, same thing. He's priming the ball up the court, he's getting it. Like that little...
So that goes into the adjustments.
It's like, yo, bro.
That goes into the adjustments. So now you think Finch is going to have him, now knowing that the Spurs have that in their back pocket.
Series over. That's all I said.
And it was so crazy because even when they was up 20, they were still blitzing the guy.
Because
not even just him, anybody for it.
Because I feel like when you got, bro, last Saturday you were saying you got 2 of those type of guys in your backcourt. It's like you get to have plus like
you have the 7-foot guy who can play a 1-man zone in the front court.
It's so like this.
You don't have those guys rushing to get to the basket.
It's like you're working hard, but not really though. All we doing is we just run a little bit faster.
We're funneling them to Wemby. We're literally funneling them to Wemby
at a high level. Like it's like not to say lazy, scheme wise and personnel wise, it's lazy. But physically, like they're really running them off the court, bro. Like yo, let's get this thing going. Let's get out of here.
So, what are you saying about this series before we move on to the last 2 teams of the second round? Before we get into about to close out this one.
I mean, off the look, I want to say it's a game-by-game series, but I just feel like the Spurs are the way more well-win machine, bro. They have too many ways to win games.
Lock in. Yo, talking to you, lock in. Spurs in 6.
I see it.
I can't wait to go.
I see it.
I can't wait to play OKC.
I don't think Ant-Man's body's gonna hold up to
the
performance that he's gonna have to have.
Came back from a crazy ass injury. That hyperextension was crazy.
Yeah, you look nasty. You can tell he's a little sore after that.
Spurs in 6. I'm going with the Spurs, man. But I feel like this might be the more entertaining series out of the 4. Which brings us to the last 2 teams. I feel like this one is the most boring one, in my opinion. I do not enjoy watching any of those games. I do not enjoy watching OKC play. OKC is up 2-0 against the Lakers. There's no Luka. This might be a sweep. It should be a sweep.
Yeah, Luka's missed.
OKC is just too good defensively.
Hey, I want to play his way out in China.
And I mean, he had 25 yesterday. He played well.
Nah, he did.
But and OKC is just showing how good they are because SGA is struggling. Like SGA is not looking like SGA against the Lakers.
Shout out JJ. I feel like
shout out JJ and shout out JJ Redick for the coach.
Marcus Smart gotta chill with the shoe and the ball.
But
outside of that, I'm with Gil.
I don't know if you. I mean, how do you feel about the way OKC plays basketball? I hate it. I don't like watching them play. I feel like they play very physical on the defensive end as a unit, not just Lou Dort. The whole team plays physical, and they don't get called for it and they don't get penalized for it. But on the other end, they flop, they hunt for fouls, and they get rewarded for it. And that was the big problem in Game 2 of the game yesterday. Right? Bro, I never seen Austin Reeves black on a ref before. He called the ref a pussy, bro.
It was getting a little chippy.
Bro, they had a meeting with the refs after the game. And the meeting was not
on the court.
Yes, and the meeting was not led by LeBron James. The meeting was led by Austin Reeves. You know how bad it got to be?
I feel like
I'm not a fan of that. Like, all right, if you're gonna play physical defense,
I say it.
Like
it's like it's
no. What's the thing is, I have no problem with the physicality. I have no problem with the physicality. It's just call it both ways, bro.
It's hard when the other team isn't playing as hard as you guys though. It's like an identity thing. It's like as a ref, like you know how like all right, for example, if I go to the basket, you get so, but we up like 13, and you foul me blatantly, and I go lay the ball up, and it ins and out. The ref don't blow the whistle, but the moment I miss, of course, a foul. Because I feel like OKC is so used to playing and creating that kind of officiating momentum that
no, I'm not gonna lie.
They only because when you playing against a team that is not matching that intensity, you look like automatically you're walking into the game as a lesser opponent. That matters, bro. Bro, all the greats did. Remember Trey Young was doing. They made a whole move for Trey Young.
I'm not agree, but anyways,
he's a great offensive player.
Are you watching these Lakers games, bro? He is foul baiting, bro. He's looking for the foul before he looks for the shot. The nigga is flailing his legs, bro. Chet flops. Even Chet flopping out there.
I feel like it's not. I feel like it's more flopping than foul baiting. I feel like
SGA foul baits.
Nah, I feel like he's more flopping, bro. He just flails. He doesn't play through possessions.
SGA does not foul bait?
Nah, not foul bait. It's more flopping. It's more flailing. It's more give up.
It's nigga. He's trying to get
you call selling your soul kind of thing. It's like that.
He's foul. Bro, that is foul baiting, nigga. He's foul baiting.
I don't think he wants to get fouled.
He wants to get to the line, bro. SGA wants to get to the line.
So?
Bro, I know he wants to get to the line. Everybody knows he wants to get to the line. That's literally Jalen Brown even said on his stream. He said, how y'all gonna call me for an offensive foul when the move that SGA just won is about to win his second MVP off of?
Back to my point, because Jalen Brown don't sell a soul. He's strong enough to play through contact.
Jalen Brown doesn't foul bait. That's why. Foul bait is to bait the reference and blowing the whistle so you can get the foul. But flopping is a form of.
You know, a lot of players do that. That's why I say it's not what SGA is doing. I feel like a lot of players foul bait. Luka, LeBron, Miami used to foul bait.
Luka doesn't foul bait at the level of SGA though. I know that much.
Because he can shoot. No, I feel like it's more physicality that matters, bro. As a ref, bro.
Okay, physicality or not, we're not supposed to be foul baiting, bro. I don't give a fuck who's more physical, bro. He's not supposed to be foul baiting at all, bro.
Kind of have to though. Some guys have to,
you
bro.
Don't have to, bro.
Like Embiid has to kind of
foul bait.
You know why? He can't shoot free throws. It's different.
Wemby doesn't foul bait.
Cause I feel like he's not physical.
Kate doesn't foul bait. Kate literally has a whole article.
No, yes,
he literally has an article on GQ where he came at niggas that foul bait. He said I don't feel the need to foul bait. And that's why people say Kate is inefficient. Because they might take him 20 shots to get 20 because he's not getting to the free throw line 10 times. That's why it doesn't take him 10 or 11 shots to get to 20 points.
I agree.
Because he's getting to the free throw line 6-8 times, maybe. You got niggas getting to the line 9 times, 12 times. Like, come on, bro.
I feel like it's more SGA gets more bailout
Anthony Edwards
than foul baited.
Anthony Edwards is not foul baiting.
Like the refs bail SGA out.
Anthony Edwards is not foul baiting. He hates foul baiters.
He doesn't flop.
Anthony Edwards is not foul baiting. Flopping is foul baiting.
Nah, I think it's different, bro. I feel like it's different. SGA falls out. Like he's more like he doesn't play through the contact he gets.
He's foul baiting, bro.
Luka, I feel like that's more foul baiting. He plays through the contact. Jalen Brown and Tatum, but that's foul baiting though.
No,
because they're inviting contact, but they're not giving up on the contact.
I'm calling SGA shit foul baiting because he's not even trying to finish the shot. He's just trying to get to the fucking foul line. Foul bait. He's just trying to get to the. Bro, how many times have you seen him flare his shoulders? He's not even focused on
that's what I'm saying. That's
foul baiting, bro. He's trying to get to the foul line.
Selling his soul a little bit.
The shot. But earlier you were talking about LeBron being able to win this series is over, bro. He's not winning this shit. As great as you think he is, I think he's the GOAT, all right? But as great as he is,
it's not. It's not me, bro. It's not me. Bro.
You know what's crazy, bro?
I'm believing in the people. I'm for the people, bro.
He's been playing well this series.
He's been dominating. I feel like
the team is his level. OKC is just that much. What you mean at his level? At 41,
At his level, yes. That's level.
Yes. The other team is just better, bro. They're just way better. And LeBron's been efficient. It's just like if we could rewind 5 years, he might be able to beat the team by himself.
Oh yeah, no chance. Nobody. They don't match for him. Yeah, they don't have match for him.
But
back to what you were saying about how they play. I only don't like. I like that kind of play. You know, I'm more of a. I give stars more leverage. I like that kind of play style for guys who deserve it. But for OKC and like for Chet and Caruso, it's disgusting to watch. I can't lie. But I do. I like it when stars take pride in what happens on the court because they are the best players. I'm not gonna lie. I'll say that, bro. I'm not gonna be honest.
And I also add this. This is not an OKC slander session. No. OKC is a really good team. That's a really good team. They're well constructed. SGA is a face, and the team is so well constructed around him that it makes him look even better than he actually is, in my opinion. Like defensively, we think he's no slouch. The team is so great defensively that he can't look like a slouch on that team. Like it's bad he can cover.
But you know why? Not even. Do you know why? It's identity. All he got to do is hard close on top of his feet, put his hand on the guy, make it look like he's playing hard defense. And you feel me? Like that, as like to a ref, like to the referee of the game, that matters when the guy guarding you wants to do stuff like when a double comes like KD, you want to back double, put the ball up here. So now you're not even giving me a chance to give these guys a call now because you're playing. So now on the other side, when you come in a double, like, and they run you guys over and flop it, it's like, man, but
yeah,
they're not playing hard though. Like, you feel me? I feel like that's what OKC is going through right now. And I like it for SGA. I like it for like Embiid and Jaylen Brown and Jalen Brunson. Yes, it is good because those guys got to do that to be the best players. But Chet pump faking, jumping into guys 7'2", 7'3". Caruso going to the basket, falling out, Lou Dort falling on his threes. It's kind of trash.
But like I was saying, like OKC is a good team, bro. They're very deep. You got Chet. You got SJ, you got J-Dub.
Well coached, too.
You got Jalen Williams. You got Jared McCain had 18 yesterday off the bench. You got
he almost hurt the kid.
You have Case
he almost hurt somebody. He violated, hit check somebody. I forgot who it was.
You got Case of Wallace. You got Isaiah Joe. You got AJ Mitchell. They got dogs over there. It's just, I don't think it's ethical basketball. That's just me, bro. Or maybe I'm hating. Hey. So yeah, we about to close out the pod. Let's get into our predictions. What do you see the conference finals looking like, and ultimately the finals looking like? So we can stamp it now. So when that time gets there, we can't flip flop. Start with you. I'll start with myself. My shit's
like you go.
Yeah, my shit gonna be
good. Yeah, I feel like we
Spurs going to the conference finals against the OKC Thunder. Spurs in 7. Spurs beat OKC Thunder in 7 to go to the finals to play against the Detroit Pistons, who will play the Knicks in the conference finals. The Knicks are the favorites to go to the finals in the Eastern Conference, but I feel like this goes back to it. Look, the theme for today is adversity. Coming back from that 3-1 deficit, I feel like it unlocks something in the Pistons, and there's a familiarity aspect there with the Pistons and the Knicks because they played them last year in the first round in a series that went to 6 games. So Detroit wanted to see the Knicks again in the playoffs, and I feel like they're going to be ready for the Knicks because they played the Knicks the best during the regular season. But at the same time, if the Knicks come in there with their newfound offensive approach, and OG still hooping like he is, and Cat is now the focal point of the offense.
They up 13 and playing right now. I think for Philly.
That's sweet. I think Spurs Knicks, history repeating itself. Spurs win this one just like they did in 2000 or 99.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got Spurs Knicks finals. Spurs Detroit Pistons. That's also history repeating itself because the Pistons did play the Spurs in the finals. They did.
Oh yeah.
Spurs winning that. Battle of the new age, new generation, young Pistons, young Spurs. That's how I see it. But if the Knicks end up there, I'm gonna be mad either. But Spurs win the chip. I'm all in on the Spurs train. Let's go. Let's go Spurs.
For me, I feel like the best game and the biggest game, the biggest stage, I low key want to see K go up against SGA. If I'm being honest, in the finals. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to watch. I feel like that's what I would like to experience as a basketball player.
What is your brain telling you?
But in my brain, I want to lean towards OKC still, but I feel like the Spurs got their number, and if the Spurs got that Minnesota series, it's gonna show the league that like, all right, like, you feel me? Yeah. And on the East, I don't know if the Spurs. No, I mean, not if. I'm not going back to what I want. That's not what I want. The East.
I would love to Pistons in the finals, but I think the Knicks.
I don't think they get past the Knicks.
Yeah.
I feel like
the way the Knicks are looking,
K will have to take his offensive scoring to another level.
Then again, that's what I'm saying.
A little more 3-point shooting, a little more playmaking, and I don't really, not to say you can't do it.
But it goes back to this adversity thing.
I don't think that's where it's going to go.
The Knicks, the only adversity the Knicks went through was going down 2-1 against the Hawks. And ever since then, it's been smooth sailing. That's nothing like a 3-1 deficit. Where every game you play, I've seen that. Where every game you play, you're facing elimination. Literally 3 games back to back to back to back to back. You play, you're facing going home. Versus you being down 2-1. I feel like that adversity is gonna stand the test of time, but it's gonna mean something in the conference finals.
I wish Luka was playing, man.
Yeah. Next year, Luka.
But yeah, I think I go West Conference Finals, give me Spurs OKC, and then East, man, give me the Knicks and Pistons.
Solid. Yeah, man. That was a great pod.
Man, stay tuned.
We'll be back soon. Oh yeah, and we're about let us know how y'all feel about this. Me and Kev are gonna start vlogging our runs. Sucker free hoop views on the court, nigga.
Yeah, you feel me? Yellow inside.
We talk about all this basketball, and I might as well see us play basketball.
Yeah, facts. Man, stay tuned.
Hopefully we get Relly and KG back soon. Yeah, man.
The boys are back in town.
Yes, sir. Sucker free hoop views. I'm Talley.
It's Kevin, man.